Welcome everyone to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Tuesday, April 26th, 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link because the signs are different. All right, so we're still in that disseminating phase of the lunar cycle, and it is about still moving forward with our personal development, which has been that full moon in Virgo. So still a great day for that. The moon is still going to be in Ophiuchus here today. So I think it's great for going deep. We're probably wanting deeper connections, maybe wanting to have that depth in our life, intimacy, transparency, openness. And it all starts with self, and I think it's great to go deep within self here today to see where we might be able to do some healing and maybe some acceptance of the self, which does lead to that transformation. Now, the transformation is going to happen probably in the second half of the day in the evening time, once the moon transitions over that galactic center and goes into Sagittarius. So I think as we approach the evening, there is a bit of this transformation, this new outlook of life. And then going into tomorrow, definitely that more expansive view of Sagittarius, opening our horizons and really having that top-down perspective. The perspective after we've gone through the transformation. So again, this is once a month. The moon passes over this point. So it's just that time of the lunar cycle. Now, in terms of the sun has been in Aries, so it's still very good for gaining that energy through motion, through action, focusing on our goals, asserting ourselves, being independent. It's really what Aries is all about, and that's where we can be gaining that energy and prana. Mercury is slowing down. He's going to go retrograde on Thursday, so things relating to the routine are probably starting to slow down this week. I think it's good to start to reflect on that a little bit. Maybe set the stage for that retrograde in terms of start to see how our routines are going, have that awareness to them, see even how we're thinking and what we're focused on, because a lot of the things that we've been thinking about and considering, especially again involving this independent energy of ourselves, is going to go through that reflection time. So that's the backdrop. Now, in terms of the aspect today, we do have some lunar aspects. That Mercury retrograde, by the way, is still sextiling up to Chiron all week long, so there is some supportive energy for that healing. I think, again, that tranquility can be very good for the mind. Anything that eases the mind, helps us relax the mind, that sort of stuff can be very refreshing and rejuvenating. Now, in terms of these lunar aspects, very early we are going to have the moon squaring North Node and trining up to Uranus, so in the morning it could be good for change, mixing things up. And again, I feel like having presence. There's still a lot of this Pisces influence at the moment, especially with Venus still in here. And with this trine up to Uranus, I think we can maybe see how going with the flow, having a bit of that non-attachment in the early part of the day can bring a bit of excitement into our lives. And that square up to the North Node, working on, I think, the fact that there is this new life path shifting for us to express ourselves, but I think just being patient in the morning time in general. Then as the day unfolds, we do have the moon squaring up to Chiron, so there is this action and this integration of the healing, and I think it's good to challenge ourselves with the healing here today, to really dive deep, again, to see where we can do that inner acceptance. And I think as a result, that can be very, again, refreshing and rejuvenating. And then as the day unfolds, the moon will be trining up to Venus. This will probably be the most impactful aspect. And I think it's a great day for those supportive connections. Maybe it's those inner relationships. Maybe it's enjoying the simple pleasures of life, all in that easygoing sort of way. With Venus and Pisces, we do have this ability to be unconditional, to be accepting, to be grateful for the values we have in our life. And I think that more easygoing nature can be very enjoyable here today. All right, so that's the day in a nutshell. Strong emphasis, I think, on that trine up to Venus, support with the relationships and values, still that focus of the sun in terms of our independent energy. And then as the backdrop, I think in terms of our emotions and the internal aspects of things, diving deep, seeing the truth, where we can accept things, and that later on leading to a bit of that transformation and overarching perspective. All right, so I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.